What press record نيو إذا بتراها غفكنا. You're the worst intern ever, man. Are you recording? I forced him to come with me every day.
Let me know when you're rolling.
No, press the button, a top button, and then كعرمشها.
It's all black.
No, press the little button first. Technical difficulty, guys. We do apologize for this tardiness. Press the little, then press the other button.
He turned it off.
It's gonna be a long day. Okay, you ready? Yeah, it's cool. Okay.
Peoples.
I do the introductions around here. You know what time it is, man. Don't play, man.
It's episode 20. Nah, that's family or like.
Okay, listen, BAU Podcast, episode 21. My name is Adil, aka House of Adil, aka come on, man. You see me? We got my boy in the building.
Rakeem, aka Rakeem, aka and
we have the Queen in the building.
Lovely guest, special guest.
Don't
hey
disrespect.
Queen. Thank you. My name is Honey Love. I don't have no AKA. It's just Honey Love.
You should definitely have some. So yeah, episode 21. We got a lovely guest in the building, and we're gonna do how we usually do.
Thank you for coming, though.
Thank you. You're
Yeah,
welcome.
we appreciate that.
Professional this time, yeah.
Yeah, we have to, man.
I see that. We got that one.
Yeah.
One way to
We usually do that. Wait on it.
What a song could be again, my G. Alright, here it is, yeah. So this episode, I want to talk about, or we rather, it's a we thing now, isn't it? Yeah, I gotta get used to that, man. It's like a marriage at this point, isn't it? It's like, you know, we gotta
You too,
coagulate. We gotta compromise things. You know what I mean? At this point,
we didn't compromise it.
No, you're right, man.
Let's just say teamwork makes the dream work. So
let's go with that.
Stuck together, you know.
Let's go with that. So, episode 21. What we're gonna discuss is, as far as, and I think you'll be the perfect person for this, right? As far as, Somaliahan, right?
Yeah.
Why we don't pull one another up,
help each other,
right? Because right now you didn't have to do this, right? So we appreciate that you're here. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is more of a favor to us, but down the line, we might be able to do something for you.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's the whole thing. Yeah.
So we were talking a little bit off camera about it, how like helping each other out in the early stages, because then if we all build ourselves up and we all have different like platforms, and like say we do a podcast, you do events and like, you know, all your brands and stuff that you do, then we can collaborate in other ways as well. So we might collaborate on an event, we might do, and the more context we have with each other, so we have, like, you know what I mean, a video editor, we have a chauffeur, we have whatever, because everyone's in different lanes as well, we're helping each other out. What I see a lot of the time is people that are quick to jump the gun and act funny at an early stage, you know what I mean? And I'm sure you've experienced that too.
Trust me, I have.
So I feel like it's an interesting topic, but what's your experience been? Have you had any, like...
No, what happened was, when I first came up on the social media, but with my background, I always knew your network is your net worth. So that was my philosophy to begin with from day one. So anyone who came towards me in terms of promotion, I would offer it automatically because it takes nothing out of me. But a lot of people don't think like that. They don't think of the bigger picture. They think of today. So, and it's quite funny now because of the position I am at, and my positions come very quick in social media, where when I first started out, I can count the amount of people that were supporting me. I can literally say I did it all off the back of myself.
Right.
And so I look back now and you see the same people watching you, and they want, you know, they're all up on your social media, and they're liking now, or they're following you now. And the funny thing is, because with me, what's been different is I've managed to come on social media and jump onto different types of business models. So people that wouldn't have supported me before, even though I was Somali, because I wasn't doing weddings or whatever, because I was on social media. But funny enough, now I dropped the wedding collection. I'm having all these people from the wedding Somali industry who knew I still had followers and I had a huge influence within the Somali community, currently adding me up now. Or, you know, one in certain clubs, I'm like, but hold up.
Is that the same people that were not hollering you in the beginning?
In the beginning.
Right.
So my advice to people is don't, cut yourself off straight up, because you don't know who.
Don't burn the bridges
Don't
too
burn
early.
the bridge too early, because certain of the people that I promoted when they first came on social media, like Snapchat, like big accounts, like the First Cousins, group of little first cousins, when they hollered at me, honey, can you please, promote for us? I was like, yeah, nothing. I push them now. They've got the same amount of followers, if not more than mine. And then when I'm promoting my stuff, hey ladies, push that for me.
Yeah.
But then there's also other accounts which are huge accounts now, but I think they fell off kind of thing, where I had more followers than them to begin with, and I was like their second feature when they were blowing up. And when we went to them, like we had a project about last year, and we hit them up and we're like, you guys, can you promote? They don't even want to message back.
No way.
Right.
And you're looking at them thinking, you know what,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
worry.
But you know what the
Every
funny
dog
thing
has
is?
his
And then
Yeah.
what happens?
Every dog
Yeah,
has
how
his
can
day.
know how
Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
relevant?
Yeah.
Because what big, especially feature accounts are different. How do you see, like you guys? You're the face of your brand. I'm the face of my brand. When it's feature accounts, it's other people's content you're using.
Okay.
So then, accounts are held by the person are actually more powerful because we're more influential, because these
Yeah.
people are watching us,
Yeah.
not who the feature is.
Yeah.
So that's the mistake a lot of those accounts do.
And I think you also know, because you've been in that position before, where you
Exactly.
had to get at people to actually try to build your network
Work.
and etc. So now you know how those people feel.
Exactly, yes.
Do you know what's a
So-
funny point though, like, because you said you came up quick somehow,
Yeah.
and obviously now you've exceeded a lot of people. I think, and you tell me if you've noticed this, right? There's a lot of nerds somehow that have no personality, shy little kids that sit behind a computer that started social media
Yeah.
now and don't know how to like maneuver. Does
Yeah.
that make sense? It's like,
How go
insecure
about it.
little kids, So I feel like a lot of times you've obviously, because you naturally come across the way you come across, because that's who you are. You know what I mean? You're not
Yeah.
faking it. You get the people that will be like, when they're on camera, they're a certain person.
Yeah.
As soon as they're off camera, they go
And
back to that little
and that's
miskin
what happens.
shit.
I've seen it during my come up. I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of girls that did try and do that, and what it is that's never going to work, because
Not in
you
the long
can't you can't be consistent being fake.
Yeah, no.
The more original you are, the more your
come
raw
to life.
self you are.
Yeah.
People will meet you on the street
Yeah.
and see, oh my God, you're exactly the same person that you're on the Snapchat. They're not going to get two different
Yeah,
personalities.
there's not a little miskin walking
and
around.
what we have to understand is people that watch you are not stupid. These people
Yeah.
are on point. They notice everything day in, day out. So you can't fake it.
I mean,
you
that's
have to
how
be your
we-
real self.
That's how we started with the podcast as well, which is for, we don't really want
You
to
can't
sugarcoat
do the whole
it, or
prim proper,
let's just-
yeah.
We actually have general conversations off camera, like how we do right now.
Yeah.
We probably have better conversations off camera,
Camera,
and
yeah.
he'll back up to something, because
Do you
I'm like,
know-
hey, la Hadlin, wait till Sunday,
Yeah.
because
We literally
this is good
spend-
stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? We
Like
literally
3 hours at times. We speak about 2 or 3 hours, and it could
I
literally be,
okay, they're not 3, probably like.
well, it could have been about 3 different episodes.
Episodes,
I'll tell you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So-
And
And then you're like,
we're
I should have
wasted
saved
that.
this. Yeah, that happens to me as well. Yeah, I should have
You've
saved
got,
it.
there's so much content that you can produce, but I feel like a lot of times, because I know I'm not new to social media, but all the other attempts I've had prior to this, they haven't been authentic, right? So I've done music things, I've done music videos, I've done a bunch of Malayan things, right? And calling me tested the waters, calling me maybe forcing a certain image that I wanted to force, and that's me being honest, right? But at the same time, now it feels natural, because this I can do probably another 1,000 episodes all day long.
All day
Do you know what I
long,
mean?
all
Where
day
the
long.
other stuff is like, what we're gonna do, so then or something, so then you're like, because it's stressful. Why?
Yeah,
Because it's not coming natural. Like
Yeah.
with the music thing, Imka, for example, also used to do that. Like Mother Hanun, because it's not natural. I feel like once it clicks and you find
Yeah.
your thing, you know what I mean? Then you know what I mean, you're off the ground running and you don't look back at that point. You see what I'm saying? Because it's so easy, it's so natural, and it will also reflect on camera, on audio, wherever other platforms you're
Yeah,
using.
definitely.
It will come across genuine rather than Magranisa. Like, but I feel like if we go back to people not people acting funny later on or early
Yeah.
on or whatever, I feel like maybe a lot of times because people skills are important as well. There's a lot of people that have no people skills.
Yeah.
So maybe a little video goes viral, right? They don't even know how to deal with it, right? And they were shy little kids. You see what I'm saying? So it's like now you have to deal with maybe 100,000 views on something, and that gave you 10,000 followers. You don't even know what to do, and maybe they're not human kama, but maybe they're like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're neglecting how to deal with people because they don't know how to deal with people. Like, that could be a thought. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but yeah, people just need to. If anybody approaches you, those are everyone who's watching or listening.
That's important.
Just support. Like it takes nothing out of you.
Yeah.
It's just followers. It's nothing that's putting money in your pocket. It's just people. A platform you've built.
It's funny
so
you said
helping
that,
a brother or a sister to grow their network or their business, it takes nothing out of you, because I'm a firm believer of what you give, you get back. And
right,
trust me,
100%.
and it's like the law of attraction. Like I practice it. I give because
I
let
love
me
that.
tell you something. I get it back in folds, like from everywhere, and that's how it works. And I think people forget that in business. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, like, you see how people say, you know, when they, let's say you don't have a big network right now, so you don't have a big network, and you're trying to obviously build your network and trying to like holler at different sort of like people or whatever, and then they'll holler back. Could it be because, you know, because there's a lot of people that would want something back for it, so it could be you know, financial situations or like money, or you know what I mean, so they sort of like put themselves on a level where they want to already get paid. So
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
but
Something for something. Yeah.
it's good, but at the same time, it's only if you're really, really on that level. And if you're not on that level, you know, and you're already sort of like, you know, charging people. You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Like in a sense of
So
like
charging too much too early. Type
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
No,
like
but
not
what it is-
disrespect to anyone. Like
No, but what it is also like you guys need to. People need to do their research before they even pay for anyone's followers, because nowadays you can buy followers. But what
No,
it is you
yeah.
just do your little research, because certain times you see someone with 100k followers, but then you look at a post that they put up and it has what?
2 likes.
2 likes,
Yeah,
5
yeah.
likes,
Yeah.
or even a
That's real.
video. They put a video
That's
up and
real.
you get like 300 views. You're thinking.
Doesn't
That
add
makes
up.
no sense.
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
add
yeah,
up.
yeah.
And just because you've got a lot of followers, it doesn't mean that, you know, you actually influence your followers. They might just watch you and they just might be ghosts.
And that could also, you know,
real.
that could also like bring down the actual reputation that you would have on your brand or
Yeah.
whatever. Because would other companies trust you? Because there's companies that would look really deep into your Instagram page to see, you know, what your followers are like. They're not just going to look
We're
at the
talking
numbers.
about that. She actually
Yeah.
just puts her numbers up. and
Yeah.
then
No,
it's
with
a-
me, what I do
Uh-huh.
is like when brands want to align with me, I don't keep my analytics behind the numbers down. I just once in a while screen munch it, put it up.
Yeah.
This is what I'm getting.
Right.
Because the actual forefront of your views, it doesn't really show you,
Yeah.
because you only see the 100 and something followers. Like now on my Instagram, it says I've got over 10k followers, but when you look in my analytics, I get over 120,000, and that's when I'm not even active on
Right.
Instagram.
Engagements, you know.
Engagements, yeah.
Yeah.
So I get more traffic than people actually following me, because
Right.
when it's the traffic, it goes
And it's
on the
typically
Explorer.
the other way around, like,
yeah,
yeah,
and it's the
yeah,
other
people,
one.
yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
other ones, it's the other way around. So that's how you know who is actually
Yeah, yeah.
influencing and
Yeah,
who's
impacting
engaging
someone.
people. And then with Snapchat now, now that we hold I hold one of the popular accounts, we get our analytics on the backside as well, which
You was
that-
on the Explore page as well on Snapchat, wasn't it?
yeah, I'm on the Discovery page because
Discovery,
I've
is
got
that
a
what they
popular.
call it?
Yeah, I'm on Discovery.
Yeah.
Where with that one, I actually moved from Snapchat because I thought, you know what, it's not doing me anything because I don't get to see any of those, so I can't show brands any of that. So I was literally going to concentrate on Instagram until I woke up one morning and there's that new update,
Right.
and I thought, let me check. I checked and I nearly had a heart attack. I was like, oh my god! Since January, I've had over 1 million views on Snapchat.
Wow.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
But
Khaled, you spoke a little bit about law of attraction. I think that entices me. It wakes me right up. How much do you do, like, as far as self-development goes, right? Do you have any like routines, rituals, like?
yeah, I wait for with my law of attraction. I started out when did I start practicing it? About 5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, 6 years ago.
Nice.
So I think I've actually.
So you read The Secret? Or?
I've read The Secret. A friend of mine introduced me, and I think I'm at that place where I've actually. I can't say clocks it, but I manifest. So usually things happen because I've got that whole. I'm always positive. Like things like simple thing I'll explain to you guys.
Sorry.
A car park. So I live in an area where usually the car park's full. So if I just say, you know what, there's going to be a free car park, and usually it's full. But if I already channel my energy and say, you know what, I'm going to find a car park, even though I'm coming home late at night, seriously, I'll come there. There's
Ready.
there's a free car park. So
I remember that conversation when you actually were coming to this location here.
Yeah.
And you were telling me, oh, what's the car parks like over there? Do you remember that
Yeah.
conversation we had? and you're like, oh, don't worry about it, I'll find a car
I'll find
park.
one, yeah.
Yeah, she actually said that.
But
And even like with tickets, I don't even get ticketed. Like yesterday, when I went for a job interview, was it 2 days ago, when I was going for the, like, I didn't put a ticket on my car. And I was in the assessment for 4 hours, and this is Ealing, which gets ticketed.
Ealing is mad.
Seriously, I came out and I had no ticket.
wow. So it's the power of positivity.
It's power of positivity, that's what you give out, you get.
How do you switch off? Do you like meditate? Do you?
I watch.
How do you unwind?
I watch a lot of motivational videos. So like first thing in the morning, I read a lot of motivational quotes before I go to sleep. I listen to a lot of motivational videos on YouTube. So whatever mood I'm in, I just type it into YouTube and say, okay, I need some self-awareness or whatever, a motivational video. So just search the video and just listen to it.
Like that's obviously to keep, like, because what you think of somehow, what you watch, what you speak of, that's what comes into existence as well. It's part of the law of attraction. What I'm thinking more is like when you want to completely so when you want to switch off the social media and the business, everything, and you just want to be at home chilling,
just your brain shut
what do you
down
do?
and
That
everything.
I haven't
You haven't mastered that.
I haven't mastered that.
But you're working on it.
I'm working on it because you need to do that for
Switch
yourself.
off.
Yeah, you need to switch off. But it's so hard nowadays, especially being on social media and obviously
it's
when
so
you're
fast.
especially
It's
running
happening so fast,
different businesses as well, and the time zones as well is different. So you're constantly having people message you from Australia, which is a different. So that is really hard to do. But you need to give yourself time. But what I usually do is I take like a solo holiday.
Okay.
Once a year, where I just switch off from everybody by myself.
You just literally go on a
holiday, take a book by myself. No
I've actually
friend,
never
nothing.
been on holiday by myself.
You should try it.
But a lot of people actually do talk about it.
I've tried it once.
Yeah.
Somehow, and it was literally for 2 days, right? Portugal was good thing. It's the weirdest experience because
especially first
you
time.
overthink, and I've got like issues, right? So I've got like anxiety issues as it is, right? As a human. So always want to have off word about it. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, I'm not gonna be alright. Like, what about the hotel? What if I like don't check in on time? I'm thinking all kinds of weird shit. But wallahi, the day I did those 2 days, it was only 2 days, right? But it literally, I felt like does that make sense? So it's like,
because you reevaluate your life. And
would you do it again?
think.
Would you do it again?
Like, I would, and I want to, and I'm planning to, because that's why I was fascinated when you said that you take like how long do you usually go?
I went for 7 days.
7 days, somehow.
Yeah.
Well, I've been thinking of doing it again, and I wanted to do it at least once a year, even if it's for 2 days or something, because I can't handle 7.
And the
Do you
more
go far, or
different
do
countries,
you,
now I
like-
went to Dubai, but then my next one, I plan to go to like a friend of mine, that's really close friend of mine. She just went to China by herself. It's her second time. Like, and
you know, it's another thing going to a country where you actually know people.
But you go to a different country where you don't even know the language.
Yeah,
and she was using the Google Translator because I was watching her when she went last time, and I can't believe she actually went again. And
that's quite spontaneous, though. Like, it's really.
But you need to,
you have to switch off. You have to switch off. Yeah, that's important. Like, I know what I started doing was I started meditating. So I know for the past, I want to say about a year, now. I try to at least twice a day, minimum once a day, even if it's just 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And meditation is a funny thing because first time I was like, what is this? I'm sitting still and down squat here, I'm breathing.
Yeah, yoga
like,
kind
what
of.
happens now? And my mind is always like on the go. So I'm sitting there like, what's gonna happen now? What am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to clear my mind? And like, I need to so after the 10 minutes, I don't even feel like I've had like rest. But once you pass that stage, and you not that I've mastered it, but I feel like now I'm in tune.
Yeah.
What it allows you to do is it also allows you to be in tune with who you are.
Yeah.
Because what it's made me is made me way more like aware of me. You know what I mean? My capabilities, my shortcomings, what I want to improve on, what I want to work on, and it's giving me a whole lot more confidence. Not that I've ever lacked confidence in life in general, but it's giving me a different kind of confidence because that like when you like it's for me that's how I switch off. So I literally the whole world when I meditate for the 10 minutes, it's even helped like with my salat, it's helped me because you get a deeper salat out of it. You know, because I think you're rushing, you know, is the car still running, whatever. These things will allow you to get like in depth with yourself, and it's scary at the same time because you go inside. Like, you know, your weaknesses. You'll see some things that affect you from a child, like, do you know what I mean, from childhood.
You did this talk about when you go to sleep, when you meditate all the time.
How can I meditate if I'm sleeping?
No, before you go to sleep.
No.
that's
What I usually do is it depends. So it depends on how I feel. But I like to try and have a schedule. So I do it in the morning. When I wake up first thing, low glass of water, nothing else, and then I try to meditate. And depending on how I'm feeling. So if I'm feeling it, I'll go 20 minutes. I think the longest I've gone is 30 minutes.
That's good.
But typically, the sweet spot for me right now, after having 15 minutes, I literally feel like, if you ever had a power nap and then you just wake up, you're like, whoa, like you feel like you've had a long nap. That's how I feel. I feel energized. I feel clearer. Hatta, a lot of like confused
clutter.
all of that just clears up. So by the time I walk out, have you ever seen Limitless?
Yes, I have.
It literally feels like, when he's just like zoned in and
in,
focused,
yeah.
that's how it feels. But it's a muscle. It's like anything else. You have to keep practicing it. But I
never had a way of
interesting.
actually meditating in that kind of sense. What I usually do is, before you go to sleep at night, I just put my headphones on and then hadith sirbandige said, you know what I mean? That's
cool
before
too.
I go to sleep though.
Yeah.
And that's something I've just only started doing, I'll say, within the last month. You see what I'm saying? So
And that's helped you out.
No, that's good.
So I literally fall off to sleep. So sometimes I wake up during the night and it's still in my headphones. You know what I mean?
That's
Because
calm.
those YouTube videos are going on for
know,
like
of course,
2 or 3
I was
hours.
doing that because when
Yeah.
I went on holiday, not holiday, when I went on my business trip with my business partner, she was playing. She doesn't sleep without Quran all night.
Yeah.
That's her thing.
Yeah.
So every night for the
I know,
7
that's
days,
something that's
she had it on,
usually
and then
what I
had.
she goes, "Honey, I can't sleep. I have to have the Quran on
That's
all
powerful.
night." Yeah,
Yeah.
She-
Before I
Why
used
is
to watch
Bartewin?
Wait, it's Bartewin, yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
know
I
how
used to
to
watch
mention it.
YouTube videos, just normal YouTube
Yeah.
videos, just like how you used to watch these little motivation
Motivational
videos.
videos, yeah.
And it's good that actually. But when I started listening to whether it's Quran or Hadith, and it literally, you don't fall off to sleep too quick, but at the same time, you don't know when you fall off to sleep because you sometimes think
you doze off.
You just literally doze off, and then.
I know the funny thing is, I know what my problem is, right? For many years, I used to fall asleep to music. It's bad.
Yeah.
Like
I
I'll throw
used
on
to
an
do that as
album.
well, yeah.
And I'll
Yeah,
start to
I think everyone's done that.
But then now, do you know what's funny? Now, do you know what I fall asleep to? Like literally, I fall asleep to podcasts. I listen to podcasts, right? And sometimes like Oprah and shit, like she has a little Soul Sundays or whatever it's called. I'll throw that on Tio, Oprah's in it. Oh my God, Tio and then I'll knock it out. I'll wake up in the middle of the night, Tio. So it's like, I want to get to that stage. Like, obviously, I don't want to, because it's weird, because sometimes like, how you like fall asleep to that. So it's a strange thing, but if you're not used to it, do you know what I mean? It's a bit hard to like fathom why you
Then
do
again,
what
I
you do.
heard it's not more like sanat to sort of like fall off to sleep whilst listening to Quran at the same time. So it's sort of
It's
like
what?
okay,
How do they- it's what?
it's not good to actually listen to
Quran as fall asleep, is it?
as to fall asleep. That's what I heard. Like, but you know what? I don't know, and that's another topic for another day.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, you got to sort of be like sort of focused. It's another way of like. Quran Balashidiyah, and then people are talking in the room while Quran is actually playing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's sort of like, okay, you're not really paying attention in a way, like you're sort of like trying to fall off to sleep, and then you're half asleep or fully asleep, and the Quran is still playing. Does that make sense?
Okay, you're not
Yeah.
paying attention and respect to it.
Yeah, but it does relax me. Well, I'm not even gonna lie.
Okay, we
Like,
went super left, so
Super left.
Supporting each other.
quick question, right? So this is in regards to supporting each other. What sort of, like, are you much of a reader?
Yeah, I love reading.
What's like a number one book you could recommend to someone that you like? Do you know what I mean? Someone who's somewhere deep in their life that's like shitty, who's trying to get out of it, who's trying to like find the light. What's like a good one?
Oh, actually, the best book for that's really motivational and fun. It's what's her name? No, it's The Last Black Unicorn by Tiffany Haddish. You know,
The comedian?
The comedian.
Man, she writes
You
books.
guys should
She
read
actually wrote
her book. Yes, it's called The Last Black Unicorn, and it literally
have to
tells
look
you
that up.
from how she started from foster care to coming in the care system to being homeless to sleeping in a car with Kevin Hart actually giving her money to where she is.
And she's like,
this
she's
the
rocking
actress
right
that
now.
was
The actress
Baby
Girl
Boy?
Trip. No,
was she in Baby Boy? No, she
I don't
wasn't.
know. No, I think her first actual movie is Girl Trip with and how she manifested being in a movie with these characters.
Right.
This one, yeah.
That's the book.
I have to copy.
The Last Puppet. And don't even read the book. Get the audio.
Yeah?
You'll die because she's actually the person telling the story. Funny as hell.
Listen, I might have to.
That's a
When I
really
get
good
that from
book.
you,
Very
Quran is me, I
inspirational.
screenshot that.
And another, and in terms of that's good for motivation and business. A book called The Girl Boss.
The Girl Boss.
Yeah,
How about,
that's good
do you know
as
how
well.
many, yeah, but what about for the men? There's a lot of men that's watching right now.
The
What's
guys,
the
Tony Robbins' books are quite good.
قرأت كمان ولا شيء Tony
yes,
Robbins,
Money.
yeah.
What is it? Money's.
I think I have
I've got it.
his
Hold
book
on.
as well.
Hold on, it's
I
on
think
like
it's
this.
called Money. I think I know
Yeah,
which one you're talking about.
money something the game. Hold on, where's my iBooks?
On the other hand, I'm not a book reader. So,
Now's the time to start, didn't I?
Maybe it's the time to start.
You need to read books.
Shall I tell you what's been my favorite one recently?
Yeah, Money Master the Game.
Yeah.
Money Master the Game. I'm gonna
That's for those that are trying to get it. Let me
Write it down,
give you
please.
one. Yeah? Tell me if
For
you heard of this
everyone.
one.
Rich Dad Poor Dad's a good one as well.
Oh, those are classics.
Classics, yeah.
Those are like yeah. They've got the 4 quadrants as well.
Yeah.
You read that one?
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Alright, let me see.
I feel like I'm the third wheel this time.
If you just want to
This
take the
time.
back seat on this one, I got this
I
one.
have to, man.
Oh, do you know another one that's super dope? Have you read any of the Robert Greene books? The Power, Art of War.
Art of War. I
Art
have.
of War.
Yeah, I've read that
50th
one.
Law with
No,
the
I
whole
haven't read
50
most
Cent.
of them.
Oh, kind of cool kid ever. That one, do you actually reading books?
Yeah, I like reading books. Yeah.
Because that one is like, and the way they've done it, they designed it. It looks like a Bible. It's crazy. This book. Yeah.
The way they designed the book, brother.
It literally looks like it's
the
black
Bible,
and
you
gold.
lost him in the Bible. Yeah.
I was like,
Bible, it's stuff.
yeah. Oh man.
I forget. There's something about how not to give a f. How not the subtle art of not giving a fuck.
No, I haven't read that.
Oh.
Okay, we might have to cut that part out because this guy just
Why?
started
I'm
swearing.
gonna beep it. Furthermore, I'm not editing.
And
that.
do you know who's really inspirational? That's finally come on social media.
Who's that?
Which was quite shocked. I honestly thought he wasn't. He was always on social media. Will Smith.
Have you seen him lately?
Oh, yeah,
Have
yeah,
you
I've
seen
him.
Have
Oh,
you
YouTube.
watched his YouTubes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Inspirational, aren't they?
But I think maybe I thought initially
Now I can join
he's
the
starting
ranks.
something. He's starting some sort of business. There's some sort of it's like you know what I mean.
No,
There's a lead up to
apparently-
something.
No, I don't
Why?
think so.
Brandon?
No, because
20
he
years
said
making he hasn't done social
because
media. Yeah.
no, but did you watch one of the? Did you watch
I haven't
all the
seen all of
vlogs?
it. No.
You need to watch all the vlogs. He's
no.
basically saying he was
I've
so entwined with just work, and these
had no
movies.
time,
He had no
yeah.
time.
No
But
time
when
for
now
nothing, yeah.
he's gonna do everything that he's missed and bring he's got his creativity back.
Yeah.
So he got the Fresh Prince attitude
Yeah,
back.
yeah. No,
So
I've
that's
noticed
why
that.
I've watched
he's
that one,
on
yeah.
Instagram now doing his thing. Like
Does
he can
little
finally
sketches.
just do him.
He can breathe.
Breathe, basically. That's what
I
he's
mean,
saying
he
because
worked
he's just
so
been
hard,
work.
though. Magnificent.
What if it's so good?
He was 15 years of non-stop work.
Yeah.
That's
From
all it's
Fresh
been.
Prince to music to
This,
the biggest
yeah.
movies to like
Where now he's like-
this is the book I was saying about, The Sunlight Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson.
Okay.
Listen to it. Audio
that.
that shit. Oh my god,
I'll
that
get
book
that.
there. Because
Send me all of
what it
those.
allows you to do, this book, it allows you not to worry. Because I'm a worrier, right? I know I'm not cold. Right now, I can't understand these lines.
So do you suffer like?
I don't
have you been to
suffer
the
from it,
doctor?
alhamdulillah. No.
Anxiety, or is it just you
I've had 2
self-diagnosed?
episodes. I've self-diagnosed. No. I've had 2 episodes, but that was 6 years ago.
Okay.
I've had 2 serious episodes 6 years ago. Ever since then, now it's been a process of like, you know, what triggered it, and then now it's at a point where I know what triggers it.
Yeah.
I know where it's coming from, and I'm slowly working towards like completely,
Okay.
eliminating it. But I've never had like medication or nothing like that
Yeah,
ever.
cool.
I just had 2 episodes 6 years ago, and then since then I was like, I need to fix up. So I've changed my diet. I've changed how I interact with people, how I behave.
So how do you know it's anxiety then?
Because I had a panic attack.
Okay.
Like that's the So
you know when
that's
you
how I
feel
ended
like
up
you
in
just want
hospital.
to get out of the building, you just want to get fresh air.
You know what panic
you
attack
know?
is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've had 2 of those 6 years ago, and makasani good them, alhamdulillah. So since then I've been working towards it. But books like this here, because here's the thing, because it's all connected with like the meditation. It's all connected for me anyway. And when I read books, what it does is, because I take little things from every book, like I'm sure you do the same
Yeah.
thing. There's something that sticks with you, like wow, I'm gonna keep that, and take it with me. So with this book, what it's done for me is it's put in perspective things that I've given a f about that I shouldn't even been caring about.
yeah.
Well, I'm saying things that number one, when you can say things are not, some things are out of my control. I can't do nothing, hands up. Then the things I can do something about, let me actively work towards it. So what I put in my body and eat, I can control. Hadi baskasi chira bidi, I can't control it. I shouldn't worry about that basma. Does that make sense? That's what this book will allow you to do. Like, it's very, very, very powerful, and he says it in a blunt way. So he's like, "Well, I tell me so be prepared for that." But he says it in a way, but he says it in a way that, well, like for me, it was like, "Oh wow, this is me." He's talking about me right now. You know when you like something hits
no,
you.
but what it is especially is within Somalis, that's a lot of people worry about that. They worry about what other people think, and that's one thing that I think that's got me a lot of my followers, because I'm one of those ones that say don't give a fuck, like do you, it's your life at the end of the day. Because it's your life, and don't just exist, live life. It's two different things. A lot of people just exist and not live life, so they need to know the difference between that. So I'd definitely read that book.
That's powerful. On that note, this has been episode 21. What's episode 22 with Honey Love? We completely different.
Part 2. I'm looking forward to the part 2.
That one's gonna be dope.
I'm gonna be in the driver's seat for this one. Sit in the shit, you know.